Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, December the 8th. Robert Ricketts is with us from ITCOMO. This guy knows everything there is to know about computers, how to hook them up, how to take care of them, how to troubleshoot. Today, we're going to talk about what happens if you want to cut the cable.
That's right, cutting the cable.
Yeah,
getting rid of cable
some
TV.
people are doing that now.
Yes.
Okay? But now, in order, if you have cable and you decide that you want to go strictly without cable, what do you need to know and make sure of?
Well, for streaming, and of course, lots of people are streaming now with Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus maybe. Of course, you have to have internet access for that.
Right.
But if you're able to do without the things on a normal cable TV lineup, you can eliminate that part of your bill and save quite a bit of money.
No, what do you mean?
Well, so the various internet and cable providers around Columbia typically each offer 3 services: telephone, cable TV, which is just programming, and then internet access. So that's the so-called triple play. But with a streaming-only option and getting rid of cable TV, you would get rid of that third piece, the cable TV, and have only internet access. And
so can you still keep cable but drop the cable TV?
That's right.
and have the internet access?
That's right.
Then how do you access all of those programs that you were used to with cable?
Well, so that's where the various streaming providers come in. Again, the big ones are Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, but then there's other providers. I mean, we were discussing Sling.
Yeah, I have Sling because I live out in the country, and decided that, well, you know, we'll try this, and it works very well. You have to have the speed with the internet. And
that's right.
We only have DSL, which is 10 megabytes, but it works fine with that.
Right, right. And Sling is an aggregator. You probably have 20 or 30 channels perhaps available.
Oh, I think there's
Sling.
more than that. I haven't used them all. The only thing I watch on Sling is CNN. But
here's
there's a whole bunch
here's the
more.
thing that gets some folks kind of concerned with getting rid of cable, and that is, what do you do about the local television stations, KRCG, KOMU, and the various others?
You pick them up off the air.
That's exactly right, and you can do that.
Yes, of course you can.
A lot of folks don't realize that.
Yeah, I have an antenna. I put an antenna up in the attic of my garage, and it's just sitting on a couple of boxes.
Right.
And you get the local channels just fine off the antenna.
That's right. A so-called digital antenna, which is maybe $50, give or take.
Right.
And that can allow you to kind of cut the cable, so to speak, and save possibly $100 a month or so.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have not thought about that,
right.
But there are angles that you can take that go around spending a whole lot of money.
Yes, yes, and with inflation today and folks hurting a little bit more for their money, then that's not a bad idea. That's an easy way to eliminate a big chunk of the budget.
Now, as far as the internet itself, what is the minimum speed that you recommend for a family that is going to want to watch a lot of stuff if they've cut the cable? Certainly
a minimum of 100 megabits.
Okay, now some people can't get 100 megabits. Well, I can't get 100 megabits.
That's right. So with 10 megabits that you're getting now, that's enough to support one high-def TV stream, possibly 2, but that's pushing it, or a couple of standard definition streams. But then if someone else is watching YouTube videos or doing gaming online, then they're going to saturate 10 gigabits pretty quickly.
Yeah, then it starts
buffering, and you see the spinning thing, right?
Okay, so there is no way around it then if you do not have access to higher internet speeds.
That's right. Yep.
What are you seeing for the future? Do you think down the road that everybody, even in the rural communities, will have high-speed internet?
Sadly, no. No, because the return on investment for deploying fiber to rural areas is just not there. So I don't think we'll see a day where everyone has fiber internet.
Well, what about other angles of fast-speed internet? Now, some of the cellular cell phone companies are like T-Mobile.
That's right.
They're trying to promote their standalone internet for high speed.
As long as you're not too rural, like really and truly far away from a city, then that could be an option. But the problem with cellular-based access is these, quote, home internet offerings by T-Mobile and Verizon and the others, you are last in priority for traffic allocation on their cell towers.
Oh, really?
They're going to service mobile devices first. And then in a given time slice where mobile devices are not demanding network resources, then the home internet appliances.
But they're not telling you that in the advertising that they're doing.
It's somewhere deep in the fine print. But in return for that, you get probably unlimited data, or at least a lot of data, and the monthly rate's not really that high either.
So you're saying if you sign up for a cell phone home internet, that is not the priority of the phone company. So when the tower is saturated, you're at the bottom of the line.
If you have the, quote, home internet service, mobile devices like your phone will always have a higher priority
than the home internet service.
That's right, than the home internet service. But there's usually enough data left over to supply the home internet users. But T-Mobile's been advertising this service like crazy. So the more people sign up, the more saturation, then the less reliable their connections will be. Probably for the really rural users, SpaceX's Starlink will probably be the best option for folks that truly can't get internet any other way.
That's satellite internet.
That's right.
Now, I had satellite internet for a while.
It's not like the old satellite internet.
What do you mean?
Starlink is very different. First of all, the satellites are much closer to Earth, so you don't have those same delays that you did with HughesNet or Viasat. So it's a completely different satellite technology.
Really?
Yes.
And is it as fast?
Oh, it's faster. Oh, yes.
So what is it? Somebody listening that's way out in the boonies, what is it?
Called Starlink. You can go to starlink.com and sign up. It's not fully deployed yet. There may be a bit of a waiting list.
And what about the cost?
Well, probably $100 a month is the rates right now.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, there's all the different options that you need to weigh.
That's right.
There.
And I have articles discussing all of this on my website.
Okay. How do they get to your website?
ITCOMO.com.
Okay. Go to ITCOMO.com. He's got information. You cover the fact that people who live out in the country, different options for internet service?
That's right.
Okay.
Several options for folks living out in the countries.
Okay.
Click on the articles link, and you'll see lots of articles about that topic.
Thank you. Thank you, Robert. It's called, you go to www.itcomo.com, and you should find all of the information that you need.
That's right.
And I'm glad you told me about Starlink. I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Something you'd like to hear or see? Want to hear from you? Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye. Have yourself a nice day and smile.